Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing another potential theory and plot point regarding Season 15's story, and that is the topic of the water element not being a natural element within Ninjago, and perhaps it was actually stolen from an ancient mythical creature, that of course being Wahira herself. Now in Ninjago Season 15, there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of plot points that we need to cover here, and in terms of this video right here, we're going to be talking about this potential plot point. This is not a confirmation, this is just a simple theory on my end, so do not take any information that you see in this video as fact or an actual confirmation of anything. This is just my own personal theory. Now what is kind of seemingly confirmed is this new plot leak for Season 15, which I will go over right now in case you guys haven't seen it before. The plot leak itself says, when Nia's powers are disrupted, the ninjas set off in search of answers and find themselves at the bottom of endless oceans, where they discover that her powers are linked to an ancient mythical creature. So a lot of things intrigue me about this plot, specifically the line linked to an ancient mythical creature. Now we know that in Ninjago Season 14 and 15 we're going to be introduced to the concept of Wahira, who was previously mentioned in Sons of Garmadon. Now Wahira is said to be an ancient storm spirit, maybe even a sea serpent of some point, that once ruled the high seas of Ninjago. Now to me that sounds like something that would have some type of water elemental power. The keepers in Season 14 seem to have electric power, so I wouldn't really be too surprised if Wahira herself has some type of water power, or at least had a water power at some point in time. Now I've already done a video talking about whether or not Nia's powers are going to be completely disappearing in Season 15, and I mentioned in that video how Wahira herself might actually steal that power from Nia. Now I have a theory about this. Why would Wahira want to steal Nia's power if she needs it to rule the high seas? What exactly is Wahira up to? So my mind kind of went to, well, okay, if Wahira wants the water power, what if it was her power all along? And what if water elementals were never a thing in Ninjago? We know that Wahira is going to have some type of connection to the first Spinjitzu master in some way. It's not super clear if they battled at one point, but we know that the first Spinjitzu master eventually gave elemental essences to a lot of other beings throughout Ninjago. We know that he passed on various elements such as fire, lightning, earth, etc. to other beings throughout Ninjago and created the first elemental masters, which were sort of like the first Spinjitzu master's bodyguards according to various pieces of lore that we've seen throughout Ninjago. But water was never really a big one. Water was not one of the primary elements of Ninjago. The main primary four elements, of course, are, as mentioned, fire, lightning, earth, and ice. Those are the four main ones. Water very well could have been stolen from Wahira. Maybe the first Spinjitzu master battled Wahira in some way and ended up stealing her power during her defeat, and perhaps he didn't really know what to do with that power, so he just kind of let it flow naturally from elemental master to elemental master, similar to the other powers that were introduced throughout Ninjago. Now I could very much see this being a thing. Maybe the secondary elements of the first Spinjitzu master weren't really his elements, but were borrowed or taken from various other elemental beings, such as Wahira herself. I'm willing to bet that if Wahira is going to try to steal Nia's water power, maybe it's just because it was Wahira's power all along. I have a feeling that's also why we'll see Maya coming up in Season 15. She's going to be returning after a very long absence to kind of explain her powers to Nia and explain where this water power came from. And I bet you, considering how the plot leak says that her powers are linked to an ancient mythical creature, I'm willing to bet that Wahira's power is water, and it was passed down from elemental master to elemental master, such as Maya and Nia. That's why Wahira is targeting Nia, and that's why Nia's powers are going to be disrupted. Wahira is trying to take her power back. At least that's just my theory. I feel like that would be a very interesting plot twist to introduce into Ninjago, you know, claiming that some of the secondary elements are actually not natural elements that the first Spinjitzu master possessed. Rather, they were taken, or for lack of a better term, stolen from other elemental beings. I think this has a high possibility of becoming true, but I want to know what you guys think about this. I've pretty much given my 2 cents on that. Let me know what you guys think about this theory down below in the comment section, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was easy to understand. I'm really looking forward to Season 15 and everything in it, and hopefully this theory ends up being somewhat accurate. I think it would be a really cool idea for Ninjago's plot to introduce a concept such as this one. Leave all your thoughts down below, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, my name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.